So it's just a little bit before 7, and if you're thinking, wow, Brock got out and beat the sunrise, it's not that kind of 7. We're in the PM right now, and I've just beat sunset to try to start working for the day. And that's not ideal, but I've got the kind of setup that can allow me to still have a productive day. So I'm gonna get the trailer unhooked and we'll get up to work, and I'll tell you why I'm starting so late and kind of how things are going around here. So why in the heck is it 7 p.m. and I haven't done any work yet? Well, we've been in Louisville the last few days, and it doesn't fit in my schedule to go to these shows in Louisville, and I do it anyway. And it has us driving crazy amounts and, you know, running on no sleep and getting in at 2 in the morning and stuff like that. So it's been a hectic week, and I was thinking I might just not do anything today. And then I said, come on, you can do better than that. But I think if I'm gonna talk to you guys like this, I should at least turn some lights on. Woo, doggy. So my friends who know what I do are always like, you know, Brock, you can skip a day. You don't have to have a video every day. And that's true. Like, ain't nobody gonna care if I do 6 videos instead of 7 this week. But what I've found is if I don't record a video, I might not do anything productive. So this is about getting work done. And I think we're gonna use our time on the sawmill tonight. Get this lumber stacked and get some more cut. And the first thing I gotta do is kind of clear some space. So my tote for my firewood is completely full and the splitter's in the way. Now, I don't even know if I can move this tote with the tractor because it's hickory. And hickory is heavier than most of the other woods. And carrying the rounds, I was like, man, this is some heavy stuff. But we'll see. So I'm gonna go get the forks on the tractor and see if we can get this area cleared up, get this lumber stacked, get a log milled up, cut our slab, go through the whole process starting at 7. Which is a beautiful thing of having a nice building like this with really bright lights. I only have 4 of my 10 lights on. And only having one neighbor who's still a little ways away. So makes it easier to be productive in the winter when those days get shorter and shorter. I've answered this before on my channel, but for firewood and sawmill guys, when they're looking at a tractor, a small tractor, one of their questions is, can it handle a full tote of firewood? And this is mostly green hardwood, and this is a small tractor. It handles it. And depending what kind of wood it is and how it's stacked and how much ballast, sometimes it has a height limit, you know, waist high, but I can usually get in a truck bed. The way I went about moving that kind of tells you I don't know if there is a more difficult way to maneuver that around, but if there is, I'll find it. You know, I was just thinking, I hardly ever do firewood in the summer. I pretty much only do firewood in the winter. But with the building that has good lights in it like this, there's no reason I couldn't wait till it cools off in the evening and do firewood inside up here. Now in the winter, it makes more sense to do it in the day and get as much heat as you can. All right, yeah, come here, babe. All right, so the phone rang, and I got 2 helpers that wanted to come out here and tell them who you guys are.
Zayden.
What? One at a time.
Zayden.
Zayden and?
Zaylee.
And they've never seen Papa's sawmill. They're tractor helpers. They don't know how the sawmill works. So do you guys know what a sawmill is?
No.
No. Zayden says yes. What's a sawmill?
It cuts wood.
Yep. It turns trees and logs into boards that we can use, right?
Mhm.
You guys want to see it work?
Yeah.
Can you stay back where it's safe?
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing we got to do is get a log. So I need you two to come back here where I'll be able to see you and where you're safe. No, don't go over it. Go around like Zayden did. And come right over here where I can see you. And I'm going to bring a log and set it right on here.
This one.
No, we got a big log, not a board. That's a board. I normally make a square cant and make dimensional lumber. This is small. We're not getting a bunch of dimensional lumber out of it. And I've been thinking about the idea of changing my whole plan and doing like a slab siding with the rough cut. I'm just not sure. So we're just going to cut this up. We're going to make live edge out. We're going to make live edge out of this and just see how it goes. Hey, who do you think you are moving my sawmill?
It's worker.
You're just a worker?
Yeah.
Cool your jets, hot stuff.
Stop. I'm a worker.
You're a worker? Okay. So we'll raise this up, Zayden, and I'll show you how the blade turns. So Zayden, when the motor spins, it turns this right here. And then when that turns, then all of these turn, and that blade goes around and cuts the wood. First, we gotta tighten it up, because right now, the blade's kind of loose. I probably shouldn't even spin it with the blade loose. Okay, everything looks good. So close your door first. Okay, see this clamp right here?
Yeah.
There's one like that that's down there. Can you do it? Right here, it looks like this one. You gotta put the first part up, the metal part up, and hook it. Now push that part back. Push it all the way. Oh, the front came undone. We gotta get the front on there. Now push that all the way back till it stops. Push hard on it.
There we go.
There we go. Go. What do you think of that? The way that blade spins. Is it gonna be cool watching it cut wood? What did you say about it?
That was cool.
That was cool. You ever seen something like
Can we
that?
take this off?
Yeah, it might be a little bit heavy though. Once you get this end, I think that'll be the lighter end and this will be the heavy end. Okay. Okay. Now lift it as high as you can. Whoa! It broke. Lift it as high as you can over the top and drop it in there. You
How
put those
did
in
you
there.
make this?
I made that out of boards that I cut on there.
Ooh.
Okay, come around here. Now, this one's gonna be a little heavier.
I'll do that end.
That end might be the light end. Okay, we're gonna take it just like the last one. Okay, you're in first. There you go. Okay, right to the rack. Lift it over. Yep, hold on. First you gotta lift it up and then you can push it back. Okay, now roll it back there. Don't squeeze the handle, just roll it. It's gonna be heavy. Pull hard. Wait, go slow. Okay, drop. There's a lot of debate online anytime you show kids around equipment, because you have people who are upset that you're being unsafe, and then you have other people saying, hey, great job, way to start them out young and teach them. And so what I'm trying to do is teach them, explain things, show them safety, talk about it, because they're going to be around it anyway. They might as well learn. So in this case, anytime the saw was running, I had the kids far away from it where I could see. And it really makes it more enjoyable having them around. And I was planning to try to do 2 or 3 logs tonight. One's enough. The kids are only going to be here a few hours. I'm going to hang out with them now. I did want to share a little bit of news from our trip. It's kind of disappointing news for the most part. Is I had plans to be at the Equip Expo in Louisville for 3 days. And normally on this trip, I'll make 5 videos. One video is me driving equipment. I'll pick a type of equipment and test drive everything and compare this equipment versus this equipment and really get a lot of hands-on. Well, our 3-day trip got cut to 1 day. We didn't get to leave when we wanted, and we didn't get to come back when we wanted. We had other things come up that we had to take care of. So we were only there for 1 day, and it rained that day. So I got 0 time outside on equipment. Then I had a sponsor I was meeting with and a potential sponsor I was meeting with. Probably 4 or 5 of my best friends that I see 2 or 3 times a year but talk to daily were at the show. And we kind of ended up standing in small groups and talking about tractors all day. Then I had maybe 5 or 6 people who watch the channel on a regular basis come to the show and want to meet me. And if you drive to a show and you want to meet me, I'll talk to you until you're done talking. You know, if that's 30 minutes or an hour, I'm going to stand there and talk to you. So the result of all that is I only recorded 2 videos. The one I posted 2 days ago, and a second one about a product that I thought was pretty cool. But after I was done talking to the rep, he said, oh, but did anyone tell you that you can't post anything about this without prior approval from our team? And I said, no, that's the only other video I recorded. I wish I would have known. So I'll only have 1 more video about that show, and that'll be out. I don't know how long it'll be. But just thought I'd let you guys know I've been hyping up my trip to this show and didn't do a whole lot. Anyway, tonight we got a nice stack of lumber. It's spalted. There's no rot. There's no soft spots. There's no holes. Really nice. Some beautiful oak lumber. And I'm really glad I decided to come out here instead of watching TV the last couple hours. Now I'm going to go hang out with my grandkids. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.